Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Animaniac Mansion. I'm Professor Icepick, and tonight I'm going to be starting up Toonstruck, of all things. So yeah, we've finally gone from the main lineup to bonus games, so from this point on it's back to twice weekly streams. Granted, I have started falling in love with the side project I was working on during the I don't know if you could really call it a hiatus, honestly. It was a little bit of a break, but, what are you going to do? But, it's back to twice weekly streams until I'm done with the bonus lineup. Oh, well. I mean, I don't know why I'm acting like this is so depressing or demoralizing. Oh, hey, Dari's here. Okay, cool. Okay, so just as a heads up, I've been trying to get this to work properly. Apparently, the picture won't show up until we're most of the way through the opening, so you're going to hear stuff. You're not going to see it, but you're going to hear stuff. So let's get on with it then. Okay. So how does the audio sound, anyway? Well, I guess I should be asking right now, how does the audio sound? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Okay, I sound fine? Great. Or are you referring to something else I said? I remember the stock music being used in a bunch of, Nickelodeon cartoons. I'm like, no? Derry, you're gonna have to give me more than one-word answers. I can't really tell what the context is for that. But no, I remember this piece of stock music being used in a whole bunch of, Viacom cartoons in the 90s. Particularly on, Halloween. Or, in the Nickelodeon Halloween commercials. Okay, alright, so I am fine audio-wise? Perfect. Okay, well, let's watch the opening then.
Hello.
Drew Blank,
Yes.
this is Dr. Stern's office. I'm calling to remind you about your dental appointment tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Blank,
Yes.
you've missed your last 3 appointments, Mr. Blank.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I must have forgotten.
It's only a filling, Mr. Blank. So you'll be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp?
I promise. I'll be so there it'll make up for all my missed appointments.
I don't care what you do, Mr. Blank, as long as you don't forget again.
Yes, I remember.
All right, Drew, I'm sorry. But if you remember, then why aren't you...
Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, Maxine. I thought you were... why aren't I what?
Your meeting with Schmaltz, it started 10 minutes ago.
I'm so dead.
In my day, being late for a meeting with one's superiors was grounds for immediate dismissal. See that it doesn't happen again.
Yes, sir, Mr. Schmaltz. I'm sorry.
Now then, I'm sure you're aware that this season marks the 10th anniversary of the Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun show. Frankly, we've milked this formula long enough. Bun Bun needs a boost. It needs revitalizing. It needs a shot in the arm.
A shot in the arm, yes, sir. Sure does.
And, since Bun Bun's your creation, I want you to personally administer this revitalizing shot.
Thank you, sir.
Here's how I see it. We create a big batch of happy, cute bunnies to share the spotlight with Bun Bun. It's an all-new show and we call it Fluffy and Friends. After all, if one bun can carry a company like Sam Schmalting for 10 years, a whole truckload of the things has got to be a gold mine. 24 karat. Get it?
Yes, terrific idea. That is exactly what the show needs. More bunnies.
Of course it's a terrific idea. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Well, what are you waiting for? Go make. Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, sir.
I want the new characters on my desk first thing tomorrow morning. And this time, don't be late.
Tomorrow morning. First thing, yes. Okay. Rabbits. More sweet, friendly rabbits. Rabbits that do nice things. Rabbits that not only care, but share. The early work of a very young, very naive Drew Blank. A kid who's going to take the world by storm. Flux. You were it, little buddy. The Flux Wiley show is really going to be something. If only... Oh, must focus on bunnies. Must focus on bunnies.
Hey, kiddies! Let's get happy! It's Fluffy Bun time!
Oh no, no. What are you doing on at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway? I'm sorry. I'm talking to cartoon bunnies. This must be a dream. I must have fallen asleep again. Oh, God, asleep again. Oh, wake up, Drew, wake up. Damn it! Flux.
Drew?
Flux.
Drew!
What are you doing here? Look, Flux, I can't be here. I mean, I can't stay here. It's just not right. I don't fit in. Besides, oh my God, I've got one mother of a deadline hanging over my head, and apparently a lifetime of therapy to look forward to. So please, just slap me, or tell me there's no place like home, or do whatever it takes to get me out of here.
Well, I guess. If it means that much to you.
So, you do know how to get me home?
Hell no! I have problems finding my own way home. But I do know a guy who might be able to help. So you see, King Hugh, your wonderfulness, Drew needs to get back home. Can you help him, can you, huh?
Oh, dear, I'm so sorry for all the trouble you've been through. Of course I'll help you find your way home.
Told you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But there's just one teensy-weensy little problem. Let me explain. We are here, Qtopia.
Hey, that's where I live. That's where I live, right there. Zany-Doo. It's kind of like an offshore asylum, but to me, it's always been home. Back to you, your benevolence.
Yes. As I was saying, We are here in Qtopia, home of the happy, helpful Qtopians, and, of course, their good and just king. It's me. We were all so very, very happy until we fell under attack by a very wicked man, Count Nefarious. I don't even like to look at him.
Who would?
Nefarious is ruler of the Malevolends and its dismal denizens. He has perfected a malevolator.
Hey, that's the thing that took a shot at me!
It's a terrible flying weapon of Nefarious's own invention. The malevolator shoots a powerful ray that corrupts everything it touches, turning all that is sweet and pleasant into all that is sinister and ugly. So, I'm afraid, Mr. Drew, we really need you to help us before we can help you.
But how could I possibly help?
My brave spies have stolen the blueprints for Nefarious's bad machine. My royal engineer is using these plans to build a cutifier, a device which will reverse the damage Nefarious has done. Mr. Drew, please, I need you to help us finish the cutifier so that we can end Nefarious's reign of terror and to make the world a happy place. And then, I promise you, I will do everything in my power to help you get home.
Don't worry, Your Benevolence. We'll save you. Won't we? Mr. Drew?
Sure, Your Highness. I'd be happy to help.
Absolutely splendid. Thank you, friend. You can't possibly understand what this means to me and my kingdom. Before you leave the castle, please stop by my laboratory so my engineer can show you the cutifier. And remember, all of Qtopia is counting on you.
Okay, well, that was the opening. No, I wasn't talking because, I mean, A, no subtitles, and B, I was kind of enamored with it myself, honestly. But yeah, no, that was Christopher Lloyd. I wouldn't exactly say that he was young at this point. I mean, this was after he played Doc Brown in Back to the Future. And, do you want to know who plays Flux Wildly, Dari? It's Dan Castanella. Dan Castanella. Why can I never say his name right? Yes, this was after Back to the Future was in the 80s. This came out in 1996, as you can see right there. And it was filmed in 1994, it looks like. Alright, well, with that being said, let's get started. Oh, it actually takes me to the open... Okay, fair enough then. Well, this time I'm gonna comment over it then. I mean, Ben Stein always sounded like that anyway, so I mean...
Hello.
Drew Blank,
Yes.
this is Dr. Stern's office. I'm calling to remind you about your dental appointment tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Blank,
Yes.
you've missed your last 3 appointments, Mr. Blank.
Well, let's see, can I skip it?
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I must have forgotten.
It's only a filling, Mr.
I guess
Blank.
I can't.
So you'll be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp?
I promise. I'll be so there it'll make up for all my missed appointments.
I don't care what you do, Mr. Blank, as long as you don't forget again.
I'm pretty sure that's April Winchell on the phone with him.
Yes, I remember.
All right, Drew, I'm sorry.
And that's Tress
But if you
McNeil
can,
right
then why
there.
don't you-
Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, Maxine. I thought you were... Oh, why aren't I what?
Your meeting with Schmaltz, it started 10 minutes ago.
I'm so dead.
In my day, being late for a meeting with one's superiors was grounds for immediate dismissal.
I'm just absolutely baffled. Why was all of this filmed on a green screen?
Yes, sir, Mr. Schmaltz. I'm sorry.
Now then,
Like, you can tell that
sure
they're
you're
off.
aware
That
this season
Schmaltz's
marks the
office
10th
is on a
anniversary
green
of the
screen. It's
Fluffy,
weird.
Fluffy Bun Bun show. Frankly, we've milked this formula long
Well, no, I guess
enough.
they just offered
Bun
the
Bun needs
intro as like a
boost,
separate
needs
thing.
revitalizing,
Honestly, I don't mind it.
shot
This time
of
I get to
dawn.
talk over it, and it's not like we
Shot of
missed
dawn, yes, sir.
anything.
Sure does.
And since Bun Bun's your creation, I want you to personally administer this revitalizing shot.
Thank you, sir.
Here's how I see it. We create a big batch of happy, cute bunnies to share the spotlight with Bun Bun.
There's just
It's
so
only
much
so
stock
we call
music
it
I recognize in
Fluffy
this.
and Friends. After all,
It's like half
one bunny
distracting, but it's also
carries
incredibly
some small thing
nostalgic
for 10 years.
for me.
A whole truckload of things has got to be a gold mine. 24 karat. Get it?
24. I love the 24 karat joke.
That is exactly what the show needs. More bunnies.
Of course it's a terrific idea. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Well, what are you waiting for? Go make. Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, sir.
I want the new characters on my desk first thing tomorrow morning. And this time, don't be late.
Tomorrow morning. First thing, yes. Okay.
I wish that they could find like the original masters for this and just like do a full-on upscaled re-release.
Nice things.
But hey, at least it's playable on modern systems. That's what matters to me. This is running through Scum VM, believe it or not, just like I did with Discworld. But hey, I'm playing it on GOG, so, you know. I like how he has a Van Gogh picture in his office.
You really were to a very young, very naive.
Derry, how would you feel if I asked you to come up with a dozen new pony designs by tomorrow morning?
Flux. You were it, little buddy. The Flux Wiley show is really gonna be something. If only. Must focus on bunnies. Must focus on bunnies.
I mean, what I find weird about this is that the whole thing kind of looks like Animaniac. Like, all of the animation in this reminds me of Animaniacs.
Let's get happy.
I'd strangle you on the spot.
Bun Bun time.
Oh no, what are you doing on at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway?
Derry, how would you feel if ponies were on in your market at 4 o'clock in the morning?
I'm sorry. I'm talking to cartoon bunnies. This must be a dream. I must have fallen asleep again. Oh, God, asleep on your line. Oh, wake up, Brew, wake up. Damn it! Flux.
Drew?
Flux.
Drew!
What are you doing here? Look, Flux, I can't be here. I mean, I can't stay here. It's just not right. I don't fit in. Besides, oh my God, I've got one mother of a deadline hanging over my head, and apparently a lifetime of therapy to look forward to. So please, just stop me.
Look how sad he
Tell me
looks.
There's no place like home. I'll do whatever it takes to get me out of here.
Well, I guess. If it means that much to you.
So, you mean you do know how to get me home?
Hell no! I have problems finding my own way home. But I do know a guy who might be able to help. So you see, King Hugh, your wonderfulness, Drew needs to get back home. Can you help him, can you, huh?
Oh, dear, 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 I'm so sorry for all the trouble you've been through. Of course I'll help you find your way home.
Told you.
thank you, Your Majesty.
But there's just one
I'm trying to figure out who's playing the king. His voice is also familiar to me, but I just can't place it.
Hey, that's where I live. That's where I live, right there. Zany-Doo. It's kind of like an offshore asylum, but to me, it's always been home.
Hey, Dari, do you want to play Tokyo Zany-Doo?
Yes.
Remember the time I played Zany-Doo?
In Qtopia, home of the happy, helpful Qtopians. And, of course, their good and just king. It's me.
It's
we
me.
were all so very, very happy until we fell under attack by a very wicked man, Count Nefarious. I don't even like to look at him.
I don't even like to look at him.
Nefarious is ruler of the malevolent lands and its dismal denizens. He has perfected a malevolator.
Hey, that's the thing that took a shot at me!
It's a terrible flying weapon of Nefarious's own invention. The malevolator shoots a powerful ray that corrupts everything it touches, turning all that is sweet and pleasant into all that is sinister and ugly. So,
There, is this how
I'm
Laplace
afraid, Mr.
happened?
Finn, we really need
Did you guys get hit by a
us
malevolator or something?
before we can help you.
David Ogden style. Okay, yeah, that explains why he's
My
familiar.
brave spies have stolen the blueprints for
Man, he has a lot more range than people give him credit for.
My royal engineer is
Oh
using
shit, that's why I remember him. He played Mr. Maillard and
a device which
Ma-
will reverse
Maillard?
the damage
Mr.
Nefarious has done.
he played Pops' dad on regular show. That's why I recognize his
I need you to
voice.
help us finish the Cutifier so that we can end Nefarious's reign of terror and to make the world a
Maillard.
happy place. I
Maillard?
promise you, I will do everything
Dr.
in my
Jumba
power to help you
Jukia.
get home.
Don't worry, your benevolence. We'll save
Lilo
you,
and Stitch.
won't we? Mr. Drew?
Sure, Your Highness, I'd be happy to help.
I like how Christopher Lloyd's
Absolutely
name in this is
splendid.
Drew
Thank you,
Blank.
friend. You can't possibly understand what this means to me and my kingdom. Before you leave the castle, please stop by my laboratory so my engineer can show you the Cutifier. And remember, all of Qtopia is counting on you.
God, I hope the rest of this game is subtitled. Do not disturb. Oh, hey, okay, we're in the game. So yeah, this is a point-and-click adventure game, obviously. Footman. Okay, that's good.
Excuse me, could we have a word with you?
Certainly. Which word would you like? May I recommend goodbye?
King Hugh sure has a lot of trophies.
Well done, sir. A keen observation. However, if I may be blunt, I find dusting a trifle difficult whilst engaged in such witty and insightful conversation. So if it's all the same to you, I suggest you gentlemen be on your way.
Hey, wait a second. What kind of a butler are you anyway?
For your information, no kind of butler at all. Are you blind, sir?
Flux, look at him. I think he's a footman.
What? So you're telling me a butler would be a great big...
Right. Time for us to shove off.
Then please, by all means, shove off, sir.
Okay, so we do have subtitles. That's good. God, I almost want to check something. Okay, so there's the... Okay, so that's not it. Okay, so F1 is... Oh, we have... Okay, cool. So we have two different fonts. Okay. Okay, I like the looks of this. Play... I wonder what the... Oh, that's way less fun. Let's go back. Let's go back to this one. Okay, so let's see. So, how do you save then?
I can't just yank it open. There's a hole in the side of a cupboard.
Hello?
Hello. We're looking for the Royal Engineer.
Really? I'm looking for my glasses.
Oh. Well, if you see the engineer, would you tell him we're looking for him?
I will, but he's rather preoccupied right now. He's lost his glasses. Now where can they be?
Okay, so we gotta look for the glasses then.
It's a trash can.
So's the floor, apparently.
Another of the engineer's useful inventions, no doubt. Another of the engineer's useful inventions, no doubt.
Oh wow, they actually animated him talking.
I wonder what's through that doorway on the right.
That's a tippy-top secret area. Please, stay out. Where are they?
Yo, do me a solid and look up the controls for this. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to save. Because that's going to be a problem, you know, come later tonight.
Please don't touch the trophies, gentlemen. I've just spent the last week dusting them.
We're back again.
Very good, sir. May I say, sir has an unrivaled mastery of stating the obvious.
I'll come back later. I wouldn't want to interrupt your train of thought. Hello again.
Oh, joy. One can barely contain one's excitement.
Man, this game has a lot of dialogue in it.
We were just talking to a bird downstairs. You seemed a little flustered.
Ah, you've had the misfortune of meeting Bric-a-Brac, our royal engineer.
Bric-a-Brac seems to be having a bit of a problem.
Allow me to go out on a limb, sir. Bric-a-Brac has lost his glasses.
Yes, that's right.
I don't suppose he has checked his pockets.
Oh, I didn't ask.
Well, while I find the troubles of our engineer most fascinating, sir, in future I would prefer to focus my energies on more important matters, such as the condition of my master's trophies.
This must be a tough time for King Hugh. Nefarious on the loose, utopians getting struck down left and right.
Dust collecting on his trophies.
Oh, indeed. It's just terrible to see His Royal Highness so unhappy. Every night, I wind his precious royal music box. It begins to play its sweet little lullaby, and only then can my poor king sleep. Sweet dreams, your royal snookums, I softly whisper, as I tuck his highness in. Footman's duties. You wouldn't understand.
Well, I'd better be going. I have a drawer full of socks to dust.
Of course. One must have one's priorities.
Bric-a-Brac, by any chance are your glasses in your pocket?
I had no idea. I wish I had them right now.
I think what Drew means is, look in your pocket!
Oh, okay. My glasses! I wonder who put them there. Say, do I know you?
I'm Drew, and he's Flux. We're friends of King Hugh. We've come to help you with a cutifier.
Wonderful. Welcome to Team Happy. Let me show you what I've been working on. Gentlemen, this is the blueprint for Nefarious's Malevolator. Now then, you see the 12 things installed inside the ship's deck? The whistles, the dagger, and whatnot? Well, they power Nefarious's Malevolation beam. We need 12 things to power the beam on our machine. But so far, I've only been able to find one.
Well, I guess a scavenger hunt for the missing parts shouldn't take too long. We already have the blueprint. At least we know what we need to get.
Not that easy. Use the same 12 things, get another malevolation beam. See? What we need are 12 different things. Things of a different nature. Things that will produce the reverse effect.
Oh, right. You said you had one thing that worked?
Why, yes, I do. Let's take another look-see at the blueprint. The one thing that seems to work is sugar. It works when I put it right there where the spice is in Nefarious' machine.
But why?
I haven't a clue.
Well, Bric-a-Brac, we better go. The sooner we get those missing parts, the better for all of us.
Wait, you'll be needing the Malevolator blueprint for reference. Oh, now where's it got to?
You're still holding it, Wing Commander.
Oh.
Wing Commander. That's a good one.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to give you something that may help. A bottomless bag to carry all the parts in.
Thank you, Bric-a-Brac.
Splendid. And please, feel free to come back here anytime. We can install different things into the cutifier to see if they work, or we can just talk. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, new friends, and good luck!
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. This is a, okay, let's make a save file then. Okay, save 1. Okay, let's see, so, what are the other buttons on? Okay, that's load game. Huh, how do I use the inventory then?
Another of the engineer's useful inventions, no doubt.
Oh, okay, I
King
see.
Hugh wants us to stay out of there?
Heck no. I've always viewed a locked door as an invitation.
Okay,
The Malevolator.
so we've got sugar and spice,
The Malevolator.
rock and roll, salt and pepper, bow and arrow, ball and chain, nuts and bolts, pins and needles, polish I don't get, bells and whistles, heart and soul, stripes and spots maybe, and cloak and dagger. Okay, Dari, I'll be real with you. I want to try to figure this game out myself, but I will ask you for help when I need it.
Hi, guys. I'm Drew Blank, and this is my friend, Flux Wiley.
We're building a machine that's gonna save Cutopia.
We're secretly building a machine that's going to save Cutopia.
Oh, jeez. These are the palace guards. You think they don't know what's going on?
Building a machine?
Utopia?
So, what exactly do you guys do around here?
Let's show him, Sparky. Okie dokie, Chipper. 2, 3, 4. Bippity bip bip bippity ba. Bip boop bip boop bippity ba.
Ya da da da, diddly da. Ya da diddly diddly da.
Skiddly diddly dippity doo. Oops.
That's our little hello dance.
It even has a message.
That's right. It means hello.
Here's hoping it made your trip to the palace today just a tiny bit brighter.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
You don't have to thank us.
Your smile is payment enough.
Boy, it sure has been a tough day. Hasn't it, Flux?
Yes?
We sure could use some cheering up.
Mayday, mayday! Our friends have the frownies.
Quick, the dance. Oh no, wait. It hasn't been that tough.
2, 3, 4. Bippity bip bip bippity ba. Bip boop, bip boop, bippity bop.
Oh, looks like the little fellow's dropped something. Too bad.
Skiddly diddly dippity doo.
Okay.
Well, there's one problem solved.
And 1,110 to go. Of course, that's only an estimate.
The malevolator. Remember, open up. Don't shut down. Go right in. Don't be left out. Sounds like some sort of inspirational note.
Coming, your highness! How dare you, sir? That is the king's personal calling cord.
Sorry about that.
See that it doesn't happen again.
I can't see up there. It's too small. I'd probably break it. If only getting back to my world was as simple as walking through this looking glass. Hey, we opened a secret passage.
I guess reorganizing your sock drawers can pay off after all.
Oh, so that's what the note meant.
I can't reach it.
Wait a minute. I know how you could get up there. In Xanadu, we'd get a large can of beans and a lighter and...
This doesn't sound like a particularly good idea, Flux.
Hey, it doesn't smell like a particularly good idea either. But it works. Boom! You're up there!
Hey, Flux, go stand on that loose floorboard for a second, okay?
Sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Flux! You did it!
Wow! That was hard!
The leap?
The floor!
Nice job opening that, little buddy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed using my head as a crash mat.
Hey, Flux, how about I shoot you up there again, huh?
Hey, Drew, how about you don't? There's a message hanging from the doorknob. Do not disturb. Busy formulating alternative plans for saving my kingdom. Thanks.
See, now this is some moon logic I can actually get behind.
Huh?
No.
Yes!
Oh dear. Ouch. Predictable. Huh? How inconvenient. That would do it.
Okay, so proper solutions actually give you like a full animation? That's great.
Mr. Footman, if you can hear me, let me assure you that there was a very, very good reason for us setting up that little booby trap.
Yeah, we needed a good laugh.
Okay, so apparently finding the correct solutions for some of these puzzles gives you a nice little neat animation there. That was great. And welcome back, Dari. I can actually understand the moon logic here. This is incredible. Finally, a point-and-click adventure game where it's not just like, oh, well, you have to find the wizard's key in level 12.
Whoops.
I guess that's King Hugh's little way of saying, "Don't take my trophies, you miserable thieves!"
That's too heavy.
Okay, so I need a replacement for the watering can.
This trophy won't do me much good if I can never leave the room again.
So let's see, what else can we find?
Future home of the Royal Botanical Gardens.
I can hardly wait.
Well, let's try the beer shop.
Typical. In Cutopia, even an Irish pub is about as rowdy as a tea room.
I don't know, Flux. I think that mouse over there would disagree with you. Look at him.
Away with you!
Looks like the place is a little livelier than you thought, buddy.
Cool.
Oh, hey, an arcade and Care Bears? Let's try the game.
I'd better speak to the cashier first. Who knows what the house rules are around here?
All right.
Good day, kind sir. My name is Drew Blank, and this is Flux Wildly. Pleased to meet you. So, is this an arcade?
No, it's a flower shop. Only we're fresh out of flowers.
Of course it's an arcade, you meathead.
Drew, did you hear that? You just got dumped on by a Cutopian. Drew Blank snubbed by a sap. Boy, I can't think of anything more humiliating. Wait until everybody hears about this. You'll never live it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Flux Wildly. You know, I thought Utopians were supposed to be happy and helpful, caring and sharing. You seem, surprisingly, obnoxious.
Okay, so you found me out. I'm not from around here.
Yeah, hey, I remember you. You used to have a place like this in Zany Do. How come you left the homeland?
Business sucked. It's not easy to con a zany. Everyone's a wise guy.
Yeah.
So I came over here to swindle, entertain these smiley little Cutopian saps. It ain't glamorous, but it's a living.
Ripping off Cutopians. Why, that's just downright inspired. You need a partner?
He's speaking theoretically, of course.
I am?
Well, theoretically speaking, no!
Holy shit, it's fucking Dom DeLuise.
That game in the middle isn't very popular.
Whackman? Hey, that's 'cause it's from Zany Do. My furry little patrons prefer goody-goody Cutopian games like Sweet Fighter.
Sweet Fighter?
You hurl compliments.
Figures.
That's your most popular game?
Yeah, that and Mortal Wombat.
I won't ask.
Well, don't. Now, Whackman, there's a game. And with all the time I got on my tentacles, let's just say I've gotten pretty damn good at it. In fact, I've got sort of a standing challenge. If anyone can beat me at Whackman, I'll give them one of the arcade's top prizes. This fabulous, practically gold chain.
Practically gold?
Hey, that's almost valuable.
Well, I have no idea how to play Whackman, but I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. And a lot of humiliation. So, are you up for a game?
Sure, chump. You beat me, I'll give you the gold chain.
Okay, so I gotta beat him at Whackman. Okay, not sure what the controls are here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, hey, I beat him.
Sorry, buddy. Looks like I'm the new champ.
Champ? Your mother's ass. I saw you cheat, but I'll give you the chain anyway, because I'm such an honest guy.
Alright, we've got one of the items already. Nice work. That was pretty good. This is actually really fun so far.
Excuse us? Excuse us?
Excuse us!
Okay, like you're excused.
Hey, April Winchell.
Oh my god! Like, where is my head today? I'm Miss Fit. Welcome to the Costumerama.
Good book?
Not even. I am like a total agnostic.
No, I meant, do you like your book? Like?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad book, you know? I mean, there's like nothing more noble than the written word.
What a crazy coincidence. Why, I was just saying that to Drew here. Books are the best. They're the tops. Good old books. Oh, all those words and everything. Woo! Can't get enough of them.
Give it up, Flux. Whatever you're thinking, it's not gonna happen.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, Drew. So, Misfit, how about you and I get together and, you know, read a few books by candlelight? Just the two of us.
sounds rad. It's like totally cool that you're so into reading. You wouldn't believe the amount of jerks that try picking me up, pretending they like books. Thing is, I only have to talk to them for about 5 minutes before I see right through them. I usually get so totally irked that I end up walloping them with one of my karate kicks. I'm like a total black belt.
Ha! Really? Oh no, you know what? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take a rain check on our little reading rendezvous. You see, Drew here needs my help, and I can't just up and desert him like that. Ain't that right, buddy?
That's right, buddy.
Bummer.
I really dig your costumes.
Thanks. Business has been like totally great lately. I just finished up my Rent-A-Rama promotion, and I gave out Mongo vouchers.
Mongo?
Vouchers?
For a free rental.
That's very generous of you.
No way. It's like marketing.
So what's that you're reading?
It's called Enigma. It's a book of insoluble puzzles.
Insoluble puzzles? Hey, what a blast! Say, why didn't they just make the book illegible while they were at it?
Hey, like, I'm open-minded, okay? I'll read anything.
We are so out of here.
Yeah, quick, before you start talking like that all the time.
Look at all the cool get-ups.
Yeah, there's a veritable lot of them.
Look at all the cool get-ups.
Alright, let's go to this bakery then.
Some sort of machine. Excuse me, do you...
Why, look, brother. I think we've got some new faces here in the bakery.
I'll say, welcome, fellows.
I'm Drew Blank, and this is Flux Wildly.
Pleased to meet you, fellas. We're
the Baker Boys.
So, I'm walking down the street, and an old man comes up to me and asks directions to the fish market. The fish market, I say.
Don't ask me. I thought you brought the strudel.
Wait a minute. That didn't make any sense.
It didn't?
No. He's right.
All right. It's just not the same now that it's just me and me.
Just you and you?
No. Me.
That's me.
Hold it right there.
He's Doe. I'm me. We also have a middle brother named Ray.
Or at least we did.
Our poor departed brother Ray was the one who sang the middle note, told the middle of the jokes, and ran the middle bakery.
Departed? Did Ray croak?
No. He departed. One day he went out, and he never came back.
And ever since, it's been a tough go for me and me.
Where do you think Ray went?
We think he was shanghaied.
Shanghaied? Did you say shanghaied? Ray was shanghaied? Whoa! I mean, whoa! Okay, someone tell me what shanghaied means.
Someone kidnapped him?
Ah, bingo, yeah.
Well, we think it may have been nefarious horrible henchmen.
Why would they do that?
We think maybe it was a case of mistaken identity.
So you're saying you think they meant to kidnap some other baking, singing frog?
Well, I guess we better be going.
Take care.
Don't talk to strangers.
Always take a sweater.
Don't forget to write.
Psst, Drew, why are we standing in an empty pantry?
I'm not sure. I guess it just seemed like a good idea at the time. Some sort of machine. Oops.
Well, let's try to do what I'm supposed to do in the bar then.
Looks like a cheerful crowd.
This is Cutopia. What did you expect?
Maybe I'll give the barman's organ a try.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Flux, go give that mousetrap a whack, would you?
Check.
My pal Flux.
That was magic, by the way.
Hi there.
Hello and welcome. So glad you could make it to me lovely establishment.
My, you're looking awfully good today. Magic weather, isn't it?
Yes?
A good answer. A fine answer.
Aye. Nothing short of pure dead brilliant, by the way.
Thanks?
Why, and I couldn't be better myself.
Thanks for asking.
Sure. I couldn't help but notice that your accent is, well...
First it's Irish, then it's Scottish, then it's Irish, then it's Scottish, then Irish, then Scottish, Irish, Scottish.
I think he gets the point.
Ah, yes, thank you for noticing. A lot of folks can't tell the difference.
It's my ancestry, you see.
I'm half Irish.
And half Scottish.
And all cheese.
Aye, that's right.
I suppose you could say I'm a bit of a hunk. A hunk of cheese. Woohoo!
But not a very sharp one, apparently.
Hey, wait a minute. Did we leave that haggis in the oven?
Oh yeah. We best skedaddle.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you.
Come back anytime you fancy.
Ready for another musical interlude?
Play it again, Blank.
Flux, go give that mousetrap a whack, would you?
Check.
This was easy enough to solve.
Take that, you Wesley Wooden.
Well done, lad. Goodness me, you used the trap.
I never meant for our wee pal to get popped.
Oh, don't worry. As soon as we bend his skull back into shape, I'm sure he'll be just fine.
Ugh, I suppose you're right. Perhaps it is for the best.
Thank you, friends, for making me tavern a peaceful, happy place again. Oh, and without further ado, here's your reward, gentlemen.
An old mug. That's our reward?
I know. It's maybe too much, isn't it?
But please, take it. I insist.
The both of you have earned it, so you have.
Flux, what are we going to do with this piece of junk?
I got a few ideas.
Okay, I think Okay, I was right. I guess we also take the mouse.
Looks like a cheerful crowd. Looks like a cheerful crowd.
Okay, let's try going back to the castle then. See, this is great. It's like, I understand this. Now you can go back to another room. Well... Okay, see, this I like. I like the way that you're being vague. That's good. Stick with that, and then if I actually need solutions, I'll ask you. Okay, I think I may know what the solution is here.
Perfect.
Bingo! I should have known. Okay, let's see if we can drop off the chain at least, or see if we can figure out how we're supposed to equip the items for the Cutinator. Okay, bric-a-brac. Alright, let's talk to bric-a-brac.
Hi, bric-a-brac.
Who is this bric-a-brac? The name sounds familiar, but for the life of me, I can't seem to place the face.
He's you.
Who's who?
You are bric-a-brac.
Yes, of course I'm bric-a-brac. Uh-oh. Did you two sillies forget who I was?
Grown. Heavy sigh.
Heavy sigh.
So, bric-a-brac, is there anything else you can tell us about our mission?
Ooh, I almost forgot. I don't mean to frighten you, but there is a remote possibility that Nefarious might find your participation in this project just a tad irritating.
Oh, that's like calling cyanide unpalatable.
Well, maybe so. But since he rarely leaves his castle, he's not likely to be a problem. But King Hugh did ask me to warn you about these three: feedback, goggles, and lug nut.
Oh, Nefarious's henchmen. Bad news.
Exactly.
We'll do our best to avoid them. How's the cutifier going?
Oh, no. I'm afraid it's not going anywhere until it's finished.
That's what I mean. Is it close?
Close? Why, it's right here.
That's great. Could we take a look at it?
Certainly.
So the new parts go in those compartments around the cutifier's deck?
Yes, that's right. When you've installed all the components, you simply press that big red button to run the machine. If there are any problems, the computer will let us know.
Okay, let's... Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted.
Wait for me!
Okay, so we also have keys, like piano keys. Where would those go? Okay, so we got cloak, stripes and spots, heart and soul, bells and whistles. I wonder what goes with polish.
A tad forgetful, aren't we? Remember, the machine needs 12 parts.
An unconscious and slightly scruffy mouse. Keys from the baker's piano. The malevolator.
So polish and brush? Is it?
Don't forget your things!
No? Huh. Farther back. Farther back than a brush and polish? Huh.
There's a hole in the side of the cupboard.
And poorer. What's poorer than a brush?
Looks like this is the one that got away.
Oh, is this going to be soul?
A herring.
Oh, a red herring. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. Well, actually, let's just do one more check. No. I guess that's everything. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, malevolation.
It's Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun in a big hurry.
Maybe she's late for a very important date.
Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun, I presume?
That's me!
Hey, Tress McNeil.
How are you today, Fluffy?
I'm fuzzy and fluffy and cute and cuddly, and I just couldn't be happier. Oopsie, I just told an itty-bitty fib. You see, ever since that bad Mr. Nefarious started messing up Cutopia with his nasty machine, I've been just an eensy bit cranky. That nasty man is ruining everything! Just look at my meadow! Nasty, nasty, nasty! It's just not fair! Oh, golly, listen to me. I'm being a great big grouchy pants. I should be welcoming you. Welcome, welcome.
Well, thanks so much.
No, thank you. I love to make special new friends. Oh, boy, is it a beautiful day.
So, Fluffy, what exactly do you do around here, anyway?
Do? Why, my job is being the cutest little bunny in the whole wide world. My big bunny ears are cute. My little bunny bottom is cute. Why, even my teeny little poops are cute. Hooray! Hooray for me!
And I'm sure those teeny little poops smell better than flowers, right?
Do they ever want to sniff my sweet fluffy bottom?
Hey, guess what? No!
Do you know King Hugh?
Oh, yes. I just love Huey. He's so good and wise and happy and good-looking.
Good looking?
Of course. Every bunny is good-looking in their own special way. Even you.
That's nice.
Nice is my specialty.
Well, Fluffy, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, boo! It's always sad to see friends leave. Oh, well, oh. I'd like to give the whole world a great big fluffy bun hug. Wouldn't you?
Sure, I guess.
But you can't, 'cause you're not fluffy bun.
For which I am eternally grateful. If we don't stop Nefarious, someday all of Cutopia will look like this. Hello?
Drew, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I thought maybe, you know.
You thought this rag-clad bundle of straw was alive, didn't you?
No. Well, okay, maybe I did. It's not like I haven't seen weirder stuff.
Oh, Drew. Even in my world, the Scarecrow is just a... Hello? Scarecrow.
You were saying?
Hey,
Oh,
did one of you minxes call me a rag-clad bundle of straw? Or did that all happen in some beastly dream? I don't know. Dreams are the strangest things, aren't they? I had to simply divine one the other day. I was floating high above the world, the wind gently cradling and caressing me as I gracefully swooped and pirouetted in the air. Oh, and through all of it, I was wearing this teal chiffon scarf that was to die for. Oh, it can be really quite devastating, waking up from a dream like that, can't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly he wants a scarf for his cloak.
So, Mr. Scarecrow, what are you doing here? Just hanging around?
Hardly. If you must know, I'm watching over my babies.
Your babies?
The crows, darling. The crows.
You might want to take another look at your job description. As far as I know, scarecrows are supposed to scare crows.
For your information, I am not a scarecrow. I am a carecrow. Who do you think cares for all the little birds? Florence Nightingale?
Sounds about right.
And take it from me, bullying birds is one thing, but it takes a much stronger sort to look after them. Why, the wear and tear from throwing seed alone. Just look at these hands. Are these the hands of the idol? I don't think so, sailor. Well, I suppose it's the price I pay for not wearing rubber gloves. But have you seen the gaudy colors those things come in? Yuck. No thank you. I'd rather my hands fell off at the sleeve than be caught wearing those fashion faux pas. I know, I'm terrible, aren't I?
Wow. It was the 90s, you see.
So I gather you don't get to the palace much.
You gather right, honey. But I do have an occasional chat-see with King Hugh. That poor, poor man.
I really feel for the guy. It must be rough having your kingdom come under attack.
Oh, you big silly. That's the least of his troubles. I mean, just look at his ensemble.
Huh?
Those baggy royal robes. Ugh, I just cringe. I mean, you'd think a monarch could afford a tailor. Now, if I were king, having impeccable dress sense would be mandatory for all my subjects. Needless to say, I'd lead by example. And believe you me, I'd get tough on those who continue to show poor taste in their wardrobes. I'd rule with a moisturized fist in a cherry velvet glove. Oh, what a darling little world that would be, don't you think?
Sure. A fashion dictatorship headed up by a straw man? Sounds swell.
Well, we gotta be going.
All right, boys. But don't forget about your friend the Carecrow. Be sure to keep me posted. As if I wasn't already.
A barn.
Well, let's check out the barn then.
Is anybody home? Just answer yay or nay. And we have our answer.
Straight from the horse's mouth. Hello, ladies.
Psst, Drew, let me handle this. I'm a whiz with foreign languages. No! Mama Bidu! Hubba hubba, ring-a-ding-ding, cowabunga!
Are you speaking to us?
Oh my god, it's the Ugly Barnacle song! That's the Ugly Barnacle song that's playing right now. Once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly, everyone died. The end.
Do you?
Oh, you must want some butter. I'm terribly sorry, but there isn't any more.
None at all.
Butter? No, we...
You see, the Churnatron is broken.
Hey, no big deal.
I know how upset you must be. Without butter, life is barely worth living. All of Cutopia mourns my pure, sweet creamery butter.
Unhappy day. Unhappy day.
But we will soldier on, and you must as well.
Courage.
Did you write this game, Dari?
So long, ladies.
Rich creamery butter.
Move along. Move along. Get it?
That's a very bad joke.
Are they making fun of us?
Of course not, Polly. These are our friends.
Comments like that make me feel like I'm about 3 feet high.
You are about 3 feet high.
Cool. For a second there, I thought I developed a conscience.
I'm not gonna stick my hand in there.
You cared about hot
I think it's broken. Looks like some sort of suction device.
Boy, I sure wouldn't hook myself up to that thing. No way. You think she'd mind?
I don't think I'll be able to find anything up there.
You can use something to get that without your hands. Okay, well... Let's see, I'm not sure if I have the something I need. Oh.
Yuck.
Well, that's not what... I wasn't expecting that to work, but okay, I'll take it. Alright, let's see what's over this way, then. I love the flamboyant scarecrow. Okay, we got evil
A
squirrel.
nasty-looking squirrel.
And his nuts.
I don't think the squirrel will let me do that.
I don't think the squirrel let me do that. Oh, Pepper.
I can't pick that pepper while that briar patch is in the way. Think I should fertilize this pepper plant?
No, looks pretty healthy already.
Okay, well, fair enough then.
That briar patch is healthy enough already.
Look, Drew! It's Zany Doo! That's where I live.
Hi there, Jumbo! What's up? Beside you, of course! I don't think the elephant is much of a talker. An empty hand. Or, in other words, my take-home pay from Sam Schmaltz, Inc. I guess the nut's not up for grabs. I don't think that will work. The door to the squirrel's treehouse.
Okay, let's check out the costume shop then.
Oh boy, we sure have fun together, don't we, Mr. Drew?
God.
I've done enough damage already.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. All right. Fair enough then. See, you're doing good on the hints. This is... Keep this in mind for the future if I ever have to do another point-and-click adventure game on here. Because you are doing a fantastic job right now.
A mouse won't be too scary from 20 feet away. I guess the nut's not up for grabs. Looks like a gear shift. It's in neutral. I guess an unconscious mouse ain't all that scary.
Huh. All right. Fair enough then.
This is getting us nowhere.
Well, technically speaking, we're somewhere, but I guess it's not the somewhere you had in mind.
All right. Let's see. How do we wake up the mouse then?
Sorry, little fella, but it's time to wake up and smell the
Of course.
fertilizer.
Hey, Hobbs, how's it going? I figured I'd warn you about this since, you know, you were the one who originally requested this.
We're going to Zany Doo! I love going to Zany Doo! Are we there yet?
Okay, we got a gym.
Thank you for choosing Xanadu Tourist. The building on your left is Jim's Gym. That path on the right is the way to Whack Me.
Say what?
Welcome to Xanadu.
Vultures make me nervous when they hang around like that.
There. That should do it. Who's there?
It is I, your malevolence. 1,000 pardons, but I have detected a new presence in Cutopia.
I don't have time for more news of rabbits. I have work.
This is no rabbit. I've never sensed any creature quite like this before.
I see. Is it, dangerous?
It seems harmless. So far.
Good, but keep watching it. I'm not in the mood for meddlers. I need time to recharge the machine for my next strike.
Yes, my liege.
Was that Tim Curry? They actually got Tim Curry for this? Hey, it's a shame that this game apparently didn't do as well as it deserved to, because man.
Excuse me, sir.
Outhouse security. I'll have to ask you gentlemen to step away from the rest facility.
Oh yeah? Or else what?
Citizens, in my capacity as an outhouse security professional, this Flushing establishment and its surroundings are within my jurisdiction. In short, from where you stand, I am the law. As such, I am authorized to deal with scoundrels, gangsters, charlatans, miscreants, rapscallions, ne'er-do-wells, and all other troublemakers as I see fit. This would include mercilessly beating you about the head with the shovel.
I think we better just do whatever he says.
I swear, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a pitiful coward, I'd step back a few feet and flip him off. Big time!
Let me get this straight. You're guarding this outhouse?
Correct. No one is allowed inside until the clock strikes the end of my shift. Xanadu Penal Code Section 7, subparagraph 12.
What if it's an emergency?
A fish flushing emergency?
Fish flushing?
Well, yeah. What else would we do in there?
Sir, I would caution you that entering an outhouse for any reason other than to flush fish would be considered toileting with intent, for which I can and will cause you pain.
Hey, what else would we do in there? Right, Flux?
Look, we just want to flush some fish. Is that so wrong?
I believe I have made it very clear to you two that fish flushing hours are over. Come back after the Xanadu clock has chimed out the end of my shift. At that time, I shall spend exactly 30 minutes perambulating to my residence, and after ensuring that my dwelling is tidy and secure, will retire for the evening. Until then, I shall guard this flushing establishment with the selfless devotion expected of an outhouse security professional.
How about a bribe?
What could you possibly offer me to make me break the law, and in so doing tarnish the spotless reputation of the toilet sentry?
Drew?
Satisfaction of knowing you've helped someone in need?
So long, gentlemen.
Nice one, buddy.
Pity. I thought you were about to offer me a comfy chair.
Yes, we can get that. Just let us in.
Attempting to bribe an outhouse security professional is in direct violation of Xanadu Penal Code Section 5, subparagraph 13. Cease and desist, or ready your hiney for the mother of all spankings.
I think kids these days call toileting with intent a,
We have to go, but before we do, I want you to know that talking to you has been like beating my head against a brick wall. Only more so.
Thank you, citizen. It's been a pleasure thwarting your illicit activities.
I think these days kids call it a devious lick or something.
No, not like that. Stop right there, worm-like insect. That machine is only for club members. You are barely fit to look at it, let alone touch its shiny chrome.
Hi there, I'm Drew. This is my friend Flux.
Oh look, two scrawny stick figures have wandered accidentally into my world-famous gym by accident. You two are obviously looking for the dress shop down the street. You will recognize it by the sign reading, "Yes, girls, come inside now. We have petite sizes."
God.
Let me guess. You're Jim.
Ooh, I am becoming flabbergasted.
To my surprising, your little monkey head actually contains a tiny brain.
Actually, my species parted ways with the monkeys a long time ago. Then we started to use tools, grow vegetables, and domesticate lesser mammals, such as the canines.
Ha ha! While the monkey man grows vegetables, I am growing muscles.
I don't think he has any idea what I was talking about.
Yeah, well, that makes 3 of us.
What's all the gymnastics stuff for?
That is my personal equipment. I use it to demonstrate my agility and grace.
If you ask me, all those bars and things look kind of dangerous.
To a clumsy, bumbling monkey like you, yes. But for me, my routine is as easy as 1, 2...
Say, Jim, could you possibly do us a small favor?
What is it that you are wanting? Speak, stick figure man.
Well, I was just wondering if maybe Flux and I could see your routine.
All right, I suppose I can be giving you a quick demonstration.
Oh boy, I can hardly be waiting.
Well?
Wow! That was amazing! You could be famous! I mean, any circus would kill for a dog act like that! What's that big machine in the corner?
You are looking at the ultimate piece of bodybuilding equipment, the Pumpotron. Guaranteed to be beating even the most pathetic loser into a powerful specimen of manhood.
Hey, Drew, listen to that. Sounds like there's hope for you after all.
Sorry, Charlie. The equipment is only for club members.
Right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and join up.
Wrong again, Pee-wee man. Membership is by invitation only. My invitation.
And, we're not invited.
Bingo, puny wimp runt.
Well, it's time for us to go. Hey, we must have been here several months in dog years.
Do not be getting attitude, smarty slacks, or I will be having no choice but to pound you into a puddle with teeth. Faster, slug! I like how the cat is getting crushed in the background.
An advertisement for a whack me contest.
Call our hotline and give all the right answers to our nearly impossible questions. We'll say you have won Whack Me's Not Everyone's a Winner contest. A free Whack Me product is yours today in the unlikely event that you answer all our questions correctly. That's right, there are absolutely no strings attached except you have to correctly answer every last one of our maniacally difficult questions. Frankly, we doubt that today is your lucky day. Call now for your free prize, or at least a bunch of questions. Alright, let's go to the Whack Me outlet then. I also recognize this music. Pretty sure this was in, like, Ren and Stimpy at some point.
Hey, we got the clock to work!
Wait, what? Okay, fair enough then. I didn't think that was the puzzle, but sure, why not? Alright, let's flush the fish then. Because we do have a fish to flush, so might as well do it.
Looks like the toilet is clogged.
Can't fish flush with a clogged toilet. No way, no how.
Ah, we need a plunger, I guess.
Think anyone would mind if I took a quick whiz?
Mind? This is a sophisticated piece of sporting equipment. Next, you'll be wanting to besmirch the scroll of wisdom.
I like the porn of the I like the pornographic fish photo over here, or painting or whatever, the nude, at least. All right, well I guess I can't do that yet, so let's go into the Whack Me Corporation then.
Whoa! Hi there, guys.
He's Warp, I'm Wood. Welcome to Whack Me.
Great place you have here.
Oh, Whack Me is just kind of a natural extension of Warp and me's hobby, see?
What hobby is that?
Beating the living crap out of each other for grins. One day we realized, hey, here we are beating the living crap out of each other. But what's in it for us? And then Warp said, you know, Wolf, wouldn't all self-respecting zanies just give their eye teeth for the opportunity to beat the living crap out of each other with the same style and finesse as us? Well, actually, Warp just kind of chuckled this weird chuckle, but I knew what he meant.
And so, Whack Me was born. Abuse tools by the experts.
Exactly. We can put our names on Whack Me products with confidence, because we've tested every item personally, over and over, on each other.
What's that machine in the corner?
That little beauty is the one and only free fall gift-o-matic. Just push the button to start it, then stop it at the gift you want by pushing the button again. It's our little way of saying a big thank you to our valued paying customers.
Well, guys, I'm afraid we have to get going.
I always hate to see our friends leave, especially when they haven't bought anything. Come again soon.
Mind if I use your gift machine?
I certainly do, friend. That machine is for our paying customers.
But I am a paying customer. Don't you remember? Just the other day, when I bought all that stuff?
No, but I'll tell you what, son. Just show me that Whack Me stuff you're talking about, and I'll be happy to let you use our fine machine.
Huh. Well, I guess I need a
squirting flower, a boxing glove, a box of exploding cigars.
Those things in the case are concept models of the latest Whack Me designs.
Itching powder. What's with all the pictures?
You're looking at our favorite folks in the whole world, our paying customers. Every face on this wall belongs to a thoroughly satisfied client of ours. Ain't they a smiley bunch?
Sure.
Yeah, the ones who still have faces anyway.
Have I seen that guy somewhere? Look at all the satisfied customers. Look at all the satisfied customers. That mechanical bird is in even worse shape than the clock.
Alright, well I guess we'll just go back to Utopia then. Actually, let's try the way out back again, I guess. Let's see, yeah, nothing else I can click on here, so yeah, let's go back to the shuttle.
I can't pick that pepper while that briar patch is in the way. Would you like this?
Oh, I'm tickled, sweetie, but no thank you.
I'd better speak to the cashier first. Who knows what the house rules are around here. We're back.
Oh, goody.
I think I know how that strengthometer thing works. You try to ring the bell, right?
Yep, that's all you gotta do to win one of the arcade's top prizes. This bottle of fine Chablis. I even got a lucky mallet right here waiting for you. Aw, sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Good effort, Drew. Even though you failed, I admire you for giving it your best shot. I don't know him. I've never seen him before in my life.
It's a rubber hammer.
What ho, Captain Calamari.
Don't you have to be somewhere?
So, what about that King Hugh? You gotta love him. I mean, you do. Gotta love him, right?
Oh, he's the happiest, kindest king in all Cutopia. I salute him. To tell you the truth, the guy's way too happy. Makes me want to puke. So you want to play some games or what?
So long, Mr. Squid. I've treasured the time we've had together.
Well, that makes one of you.
That's cute.
Okay, well, I know how to solve that one. I just need to do a few things first. Alright, so let's see.
Look at all the cool get-ups. We're back.
Something's different about you. I know! You used to be purple!
No, that's him.
Oh my god! Sorry! Sometimes I can be such a ditz.
Never mind. I'll come back when you're not busy reading.
You mean like never?
Okay, so let's see. I wonder where else I could go.
The costume shop.
Hi again, guys.
Look, our friends are back. Hip hip, hooray!
You guys must be in constant contact with King Hugh, right?
Yes, indeedly do. Yes, sir, Rooney.
In that case, I wonder if you could help me.
Of course. Helping you gives us yum-yum feelings all over.
Right. Well, thing is, I've only met the king once, briefly. He was very kind to me, but I'd really like to know a little more about him. The inside story. What can you two tell me about his royal smiliness?
Well, he's our king. And his name is Hugh. Hip hip, hooray!
That's it?
That's it.
Sure you don't need a pen and paper to write all that down?
Gotta go.
You guys are leaving already? We're gonna miss you, you know. You won't forget us, will ya?
We'll certainly try.
Let's see, you have got Tress McNeil, Rob Paulson, Jim Cummings, Tim Curry, April Winchell, and, God, who else? Let's see, David Ogden Steers is the,
There's a hole in the side of the cupboard. I can't just yank it open.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise is another one. That's right. I actually pointed him at. He was the octopus who runs the arcade. Alright, so I take it I can't do anything at the bakery until I find their missing brother, so... Let's talk to Fluffy Bun Bun again.
Hello, Fluffy.
Oh boy! My special friends are back!
Drew, if I ever get like that, shoot me.
Okay, nothing new.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Maybe you just wanted to see the sunshine play off my pretty fur.
Like how sad she gets when you walk away from her.
We're back.
Well, if it isn't the dynamic duo! Nice to see you boys again.
King Hugh has been very kind to me, despite the fact that I'm a stranger to these parts.
Oh yes, he's a darling. But he should really try venturing out into the great outdoors a little more often, don't you think? I mean, that yellow
When you need to communicate.
just doesn't scream healthy to me. I, on the other hand, get plenty of fresh air and sunlight. In fact, a little too much sunlight. That's why I wear this hat. Not only is it a must accessory, it also protects my hair from sun damage. Between you and me, my hair can get so dried out and unmanageable. It's like straw.
But it is like straw.
Well, thank you.
Let's see, when you need to
So long.
communicate.
Oh, I can't stand it. I just hate goodbyes.
Apparently.
Hey, ladies.
You boys must be hot and thirsty. Would you like a nice suck of milk?
No! Thanks. Actually, never mind. We really have to get going.
Electric fences to chew, patties to drop, that kind of thing.
All right, friend Drew. Take care, and don't forget to shut the door on the way out.
Yeah, Drew. Raised in a barn?
A nice suck of milk.
Is anybody home? Just answer yay or nay.
This is useless. I don't think I'll be able to find anything just digging through a haystack.
Alright, I guess I'll take another hint then. You may need to phone a friend. Okay, phone a friend. Where the hell is there a phone? Okay, so I need to... Alright, so I do need to answer those questions. Here's the question, though. Where is the phone that I need to use in order to do that? In the box. Oh, okay. Fair enough then. I did not see it in the box. All right. Okay. Fair enough then. I had a feeling it had something to do with that survey. I just didn't see any phone anywhere, so, you know, it would have been sort of difficult to do that then. Alright, so let's see. Now, where's that phone? That's a phone?
I wonder what number
Oh no.
to dial.
Oh no, I forgot the number of the fucking place. Okay. What was the number again? At the bottom of that sheet? Hold on, let me see if I can pull up a picture of it. Let's see. Toonstruck Whack Me Flyer. Okay, here we go. Blue. Oh, crap, okay. Okay, so blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, orange.
Welcome to Whack-Me's Not Everyone's a Winner contest. It's easy to play. Just listen to each question, and then, using your touch-view phone, dial in the answer. Ready? Question 1. What color is Jim's fur?
Blue.
Question 2. What color are the fishtails on top of the outhouse?
Yellow.
Question 3. Besides white, what color is Warp's fur?
Oh, orange.
Question 4. What color fish can be found on the right shoulder of a toilet sentry's uniform?
That'd be red, I think.
Question 5. What color is Wolf's collar?
Ooh, now that one I don't know. I'm gonna try purple, I guess?
And our final question is, on the Zany Do sign, what color is the arrow pointing to Jim's gym?
Green?
Sorry, you did not answer all of our questions correctly, but please call again soon.
Okay, let's... check all those again. All right, so... Well, of course I did. Of course I got them wrong. I was just guessing at that point. Okay, so... Let's see if I remember this correctly. So, it's Warp's fur, which is blue. Okay, so take notes, Dari. Or wait, Woof's fur is blue. Okay, so the arrow pointing to Jim's gym is... Okay, that's blue. Alright. So, Jim's gym is blue. Oh, I see. That's annoying. Oh, come on. That's not fair. Okay, there we go. Okay, so his collar is green. Alright, and his fur is purple. So his is orange. Yeah, no, I saw the lights. It's just that the timing was a bit off. Okay, so his collar is green, and, Alright, let me pull up that number again. Okay, that's blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, orange.
Welcome to Whack-Me's Not Everyone's a Winner contest. It's easy to play. Just listen to each question and then, using your touch hue phone, dial in the answer. Ready? Question 1. What color are the floor tiles inside Jim's gym?
Okay, that's red.
Question 2. What color are the Rocky Mountains of the way out back?
It'd be orange, because it's like the desert.
Question 3. Besides white, what color is Woof's fur?
Woof's fur is purple.
Question 4. What color fish can be found on the left shoulder of a toilet sentry's uniform?
Left shoulder is yellow.
Question 5. What color are the plant pots outside Whack-Me?
Be purple.
And our final question is, on the Zany-Doo sign, what color is the arrow pointing to Whack-Me?
That would be red.
Sorry, you lose. Thanks for playing.
What? Alright, let's try that again. So it's blue, I think what bothers me is just like there's a bit of a delay there. 2 wrong, really? Green, orange.
Welcome to Whack-Me's Not Everyone's a Winner contest. It's easy to play. Just listen to each question and then, using your touch hue phone, dial in the answer. Ready? Question 1. What color are the Rocky Mountains of the way out back?
That's orange.
Question 2. What color is Jim's fur?
Okay, Jim's fur is blue.
Question 3. What color are the fishtails on top of the outhouse?
Those are yellow.
Question 4. What color is Wolf's collar?
Wolf's collar is, of course, green.
Question 5. What color fish can be found on the left shoulder of a toilet sentry's uniform?
Left shoulder is yellow.
And our final question is, on the Zany Do sign, what color is the arrow pointing to Whack-Me?
That's red.
Congratulations!
Finally.
You win! Your fabulous Whack-Me prize should be arriving right now.
Whack-Me jumping beans.
Okay, now we can go and get the free gifts, which apparently they want me to get everything. I have to admit, I'm still having a lot more fun with this than I did with Discworld. Like, I was actually able to solve some of the puzzles in this game, like, legitimately. Which made me feel proud. Whereas with this, I just sort of had to... Whereas with the previous game, I just sort of had to rely entirely on a guide. Alright, let's see.
I believe these Whack-Me jumping beans prove that I'm a paying customer.
Why, yes they do. Help yourself to the gift-o-matic. She's all yours. No cigar this time, friend, but we do have a consolation prize. Hope this makes you feel better.
Alright, so that's how it goes.
Hey, look, I don't want to be greedy. No prize is necessary, really.
I'm afraid I just don't have the heart to deprive you of this.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, got the magnet.
We have a winner! You'll be taking home our top prize, the Whack-Me Mega Magnet with our patented no-slip grip. Easy on-off switch and more pull than your local elected official.
Fucking running Stimpy ass.
You, my friend, are the lucky winner of a Whack-Me Ultimallet. Pound for pound, the best quality bludgeoning device in existence today. Congratulations, chum. Let's give this guy a hand. Or at least a glove. I hate to break it to you, son, but this is a business, not a charity.
Okay, I guess I got everything. So, when you're looking for something really hard to find, okay, so magnifying glass? It's like...
Maybe I should reach down there and see what I can find. I mean, what's the worst thing that could be clogging a toilet? Never mind. That won't unblock the toilet. I can't unclog the toilet with this. A thin rubber glove won't protect me from this briar patch.
I'm actually surprised at some of these custom answers.
I could knock the pepper off the plant, but I still wouldn't be able to get it past the briar patch. I don't think that's the kind of thing the squirrel is looking for. There's a part missing.
Oh, wait.
Would you like this?
Oh, I'm tickled, sweetie, but no thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Remembered him mentioning gloves earlier, but... Oh, wait a second. I have an idea.
Mind if I take a whack at that strengthometer?
Sure, go ahead. Here's your lucky mallet.
No thanks. I brought my own.
Hey, nobody said nothing about bringing your own freaking mallet. Besides, that clunky thing isn't gonna get you anywhere. Like my old pop used to say to me, fingers, you stupid, good-for-nothing little creep. Always use the right tool for the job. And by the way, you smell like crap. Wise guy, my pop.
I'll bet.
Now, I suggest you put that down before I...
Remember, this is Qtopia.
Before you hurt your poor little back. Oh, but if you want to use it, just go right ahead. Oh dear, looks like we've had a little accident. Now put that thing away before you hurt yourself before I hurt myself laughing.
I guess I should have known that that was what would have gone down, but honestly, I feel like it was worth it. Okay, what else do we have here? We've got a magnet. Is there anything I can use the magnet for? I wonder. Think about what I said. What's a helpful quote for what I said earlier? When you're looking for something really hard to find, it's like a helpful quote. You're looking for something, it's in the last place you always look? I can't tell if that's what you mean or not. It probably isn't.
I'll just put these things back where you had them before. There! Don't forget your things! Shit.
No, think country sayings. Yeah, Dari, I'm going to level with you. Oh, wait.
Round butthole.
I'm gonna level with you. I don't really know too many country sayings. I'm from a more urban area, I'm afraid. But okay, a corn cob. Let's see, can I take this?
I'm sure it wouldn't hurt if I just took one.
Okay, I guess it didn't hurt.
I don't think she's hungry. I don't think he's hungry. I don't think she's hungry. Hello again.
Oh, please. Keep it down to a dull roar, honey. You're gonna give my little darlings a headache.
No time to chat. We were just taking a quick break.
Oh, I understand. Sometimes you just have to stop and smell the sweet corn.
You were in the right spot for what you were just asking about. Okay, so the barn? Alright, so there's something in the barn. Oh, a needle in the haystack.
This is useless.
But I don't have a
I'll be able to
needle.
Find anything just digging through a haystack.
Oh,
This
wait.
is useless.
No, I know.
I don't
Hold
think I'll
on.
be able to find anything just digging through a haystack.
Okay, yeah, no, I get it now. To find a needle in a haystack, you use a magnet.
Aha! Like they always say, there's more than one way to search a haystack.
And that goes in here.
Is this what you were looking for?
You sweet dear thing! You found the Churnatron's missing part!
Oh, you sweet dear thing!
My goodness, I'm so excited. I've got butterflies in my stomachs. Why, I'm lactating with delight. Excuse me, gentlemen.
I'm lactating with delight.
Oh,
Yikes.
Oh.
Yikes.
Butter! Oh, I don't know how to thank you. Oh, or actually, I do. Take the very first 2 sticks. 1 for each of you.
Thanks.
We, can't wait to taste it.
Okay, I think I know what I need to do with the butter. And hello, Super Lemon 2345. How you doing tonight? Wait, it couldn't possibly be that simple, could it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, let's Let's see if my other idea works then. Got that sensual butter.
Work harder, you pathetic pipsqueak runt.
Almost everything is better with butter.
Yeah, okay, I knew it.
Hello, Jim. Oh, buddy.
Do not be mistaking me. I am not some kind of aging friend of yours in any way.
Boy, that routine of yours sure looked dangerous. I mean, if it were me, I'd be afraid I'd break my neck. But then you don't have one, so I guess you don't have to worry.
There is no danger to me. I am keeping my equipment in perfect condition, much like my body.
In that case, if it's no trouble, I sure would like to see your routine again.
All right, I will be performing for you, to be showing you what you can never hope to achieve.
Okay, here we go.
Leaving so soon?
Come again when you can't stay longer!
Okay, so let's use the Pumpotron. I know, right?
So how does it feel to be in tippy-top physical condition?
Do you have any aspirin?
Alright, so now that we're in tip-top physical condition... Yeah, I agree. I played Discworld earlier. Oh yeah, I remember seeing... Yeah, you're right. We do have to check the barn. You're right. Yeah, no, I know exactly what's happening there. I've seen, like, the manual for the game and, like, the advertisement. So, yeah, let's check out the barn real quick. Let's get demonetized together.
Marge! Polly?
Mistress Marge and Punisher Polly, divas of destruction. Don't spare the rod.
Oh god, they killed the horse.
Glue is something you earn, slug. What have you done for us lately?
Don't spare the rod.
Hello, ladies?
Ladies?
Well, not technically speaking, of course. Nefarious hit the barn, didn't he?
I guess a half-dozen times.
And I've never felt better. Harder! Harder! Tenderize this side of beef.
Bad cow! Bad cow! Take that!
Flux, we can't just stand here.
You're absolutely right. Flux Whipping Boy Wildly, reporting for duty. Say, where's Elmer?
Yeah, it's not like him to move.
Elmer? That's a sticky question.
Very sticky.
I haven't seen Elmer for quite a while, but he's certainly around here somewhere.
You get the feeling they're not telling us something?
That's okay. If it's what I think it is, we didn't want to know anyway. What's wrong with your Churtatron? Call me crazy, but I could swear it's making glue.
Of course it is. Can't you read? It's a gluatron. With it, I'm making the finest glue in the world. The quickest drying. The strongest smelling. I know you want it, but you can't have any. That ridiculous whip. There's got to be something better.
Well, see you later. It's been disturbing.
Careful with that whip. You could hurt somebody.
Hi, lady. Dames.
Look, Polly, the groveling worms are back. Ugh.
Never mind. I'm off to fetch my leather mask and roll around in some broken glass with Flux.
True?
That was that was great. All right. Okay, so let's take care of this one then. You need to do it again. I know I do.
Sure, go ahead. Here's your lucky mallet.
No thanks. I brought my own.
Oh, no.
And hello, bells.
Yes! What? That's impossible. I mean, well, congratulations. You don't think I'm impressed. You know what they say about guys who need big mallets.
Okay, Squid Boy, where's our Chablis?
Yeah, here. Take your freaking wine.
Hey, this isn't Chablis. This says it's Captain Blowhard's prune wine.
Yeah, and I hope you both joke on it.
The chair bear, what am I saying? Okay, and there we go. Okay, well, let's install the bells then. I wonder what I could possibly do with the, with that prune wine. Oh. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Now, let's see where we left off last time.
Okay, we'll take the bells and put it where the... Let's see, so... Dagger, stripes, heart, whistles. There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't test the machine until all 12 parts are in place.
Don't forget your things!
Another of the engineer's useful inventions, no doubt. I don't think the elephant is much of a talker.
I don't know why I thought that would change, but... I have an idea. It's probably not going to work, but I have an idea. This is a very roundabout solution, but... Okay, yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't gonna work. Wait, really? The butter? Okay, fair enough then. Huh. I mean, clearly I have to use the butter for something, but...
Toilet paper with a message.
Deposit fish in bowl, stand by for excitement. Toggle fish launcher to initiate, focus on the fish, reactivate to reverse flush. Fish.
Looks like the toilet is clogged.
Can't fish flush with a clogged toilet. No way, no how.
I mean, I know that I have the butter. I'm just wondering where I'm supposed to use it. It's a double clue if you think hard about it. Okay, jam?
We're back.
Well, if it isn't the dynamic duo! Nice to see you boys again.
No time to chat. We were just taking a quick break.
Oh, I understand. Sometimes you just have to stop and smell the sweet corn.
Okay, you can't combine items in this game. That makes sense. Bread is made of wheat on the farm.
Mince my meat! Pathetic worm! We've tried that before! I'm numb to that kind of abuse. I need a new, unbearably delectable form of torture. Give it to me! Whip my cream! That is useless! Does nobody understand the needs of a frustrated, buxom bovine dominatrix with masochistic tendencies? More!
There's no way I'm putting my hand in there.
Well, I'm sorry that I don't understand the hints.
Give it to me!
This is my first time.
Pathetic worm! We've tried that before! I'm numb to that kind of abuse. I need a new, unbearably delectable form of torture. More! Mince my meat!
You're on the right track. Okay, so do I have the object I need to Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
That is useless.
Okay, no, that was
Nobody
wrong.
Understand the needs of a frustrated, buxom bovine dominatrix with masochistic tendencies? More, you sack of mutton!
Okay, let's see. What else do I have here? That's the mallet? Couldn't be the mallet. That's too obvious. Yeah, no, I knew it wasn't the mallet.
I'm numb to that kind of abuse. I need a new, unbearably delectable
You
form
did
of
this
torture.
action earlier.
Whip my cream! Don't spare the rod!
Okay, so I'm reusing something. Is it the fertilizer?
Pathetic worm!
No, it's
We've
not the
tried that
fertilizer.
before. I'm numb to that kind of abuse. I need a new, unbearably delectable form of torture.
Okay, let's see here now. So, something I've already done before. Leave the heifer alone.
Don't spare the rod!
Didn't that used to be a Turnatron?
Whip my cream! Whip my cream! Don't spare the rod! More!
I don't think this will help me right now. Who needs fertilizer? I'd rather have this stuff.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Whip my cream!
Well, let's try this then.
Worm. We've tried that
Okay,
before.
no, that was
I'm
wrong
numb
then.
to that kind of abuse. I need a new, unbearably delectable form of torture. Don't spare the rod! Give it to me!
Wheel of Misfortune.
Now you can get another item. Okay, fair enough then. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. I think I got it. But maybe I'm wrong. All right, I have a couple of ideas of what I can use
That
this.
pepper while that briar patch is in the way.
Okay, let's.
I'm not sure poisoning the local flora was one of my mission objectives.
Okay, fair enough then.
I seem to have spillweed killer on this nice briar patch.
Unlucky.
Okay, we have.
Black, the notorious vegetable pillager of Cutopia, strikes again.
I think you'll find that peppers are actually classified as fruit, Drew.
Whatever.
Okay, so yeah, we have 3 items now.
A dead Malevolandian briar patch. Hedgium thorneus, bye-bye. A plucked pepper plant.
Huh, I wonder what else I can get. Where do you make bread? At a bakery? Okay, so I have something I can do at the bakery then. Fair enough then.
Just put these things back where you had them before. There!
Okay, let's put the pepper in first. Let's see, so spice, sugar, rock, and... There we go.
I think Drew here just likes pressing that big red button.
Well, we're a third of the way there, that's
Don't
something.
forget your things!
Okay, so... Alright, so I guess they need the butter at the bakery then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Butter. Aw, thank you, friends. Now, allow me to treat you to the yummy wares of my day young bakery. Joy. Joy. Yeah, happy. There you go. One freshly prepared lump of raw dough, yeah.
Yummy.
Ah, it felt wonderful making dough again. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm so happy.
Me too. Completely, perfectly happy.
Fabulously, amazingly, wonderfully happy.
If only Ray were here to celebrate with us.
Boy, that didn't last long.
Okay, so now we got dough. Wonder where I can use the dough then. Okay, well, I think I have a hint. I doubt this will work, but let's try at least.
More, you sack of mutton!
I don't think she's hungry.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's see.
Hello again.
Oh, please. Keep it down to a dull roar, honey. You're gonna give my little darlings a headache.
No time to chat. We were just taking a quick break.
Oh, I understand. Sometimes you just have to stop and smell the sweet corn.
Oh, so I can... Okay, so it does have a second use then. Alright, fair enough then. I wonder what else you could use weed killer on, or poison?
The first round was so good. Maybe I'll try seconds.
This is probably a bad idea, but...
Would you like this?
Oh, I'm tickled, sweetie, but no thank you.
Okay, I didn't think so. Let's see.
The door to the squirrel's treehouse. I don't think that's the kind of thing the squirrel is looking for. Vultures make me nervous when they hang around like that. That might get rid of him if I could convince him to drink it. Why? Why? Why?
You missed an item, by the way. Oh, okay, where exactly?
Xanadu tourist? The building on your left is Jim's Gym.
Looks like we've taken the gym out of gymnastics.
I had a feeling. Huh, they just wouldn't let me use the gift thing anymore, though. Keep talking to them? Alright.
Hi, guys. How's business?
Painful.
Glad to hear it. I think your gift machine is empty.
Of course it's empty. Didn't I stand here and watch you take every last prize?
Yes.
And what's your point?
Just making conversation. You're obviously a shrewd businessman.
Hey, we saw a market niche and we filled it. In Xanadu, turn around and you step on someone who needs an anvil.
It's been a while since I was in here. Anything new?
Anything new? You hear that, Warp? Anything new? Are you kidding, mister? You turn around, we got something new every day.
I thought it was turn around, you step on somebody who needs an anvil.
Don't get smart, son. Stay the way you are.
So, what is new?
Our latest prototypes are in the case there. They aren't for sale just yet. But we'd be more than happy to demonstrate them for you.
Itching powder, boxing glove, exploding cigar.
We'd love to see a demonstration of that boxing glove.
Right away. Customer satisfaction is our middle name.
Let me guess. Turn around, you step on another satisfied customer.
Correct. Now listen up. With the simple press of a button, this glove will smash the living daylights out of any unsuspecting sucker skull. The chump on the receiving end is guaranteed to see stars every time. Crush all you want, folks. This glove is built to outlast your victims' heads blow after beautiful blow. Observe. Note the quality of our genuine synthetic leather.
We're back.
Pleasure to see you again. You guys are regulars.
Could you demonstrate one of those cigars?
Absolutely, but be warned. This is no mere exploding cigar. This is the Fat Man of Trick Stogies. Smoking this sucker is real bad for your health. Best of all, it's guaranteed to go off in your mouth, not in your hands. Check it out.
Can we take a look at that flower?
Friends, this is not your garden variety squirting flower. Why sprinkle your buddy with plain old water when you can douse him with an unhealthy portion of extra strength acid? Show him, Warp.
here looks interesting.
That's our patented shake and flake itching powder. Sure, lots of stuff can make you itch, but our powder has a special added ingredient, Lepro-C. I guarantee it'll give you a lot more than a little tingle.
Lepro-C. Okay,
Ready,
that's a good one.
Barb?
No, it's Lepro-C. Alright, let's try the boxing glove again
Say
then.
no more. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
I thought it was your middle name.
Listen to this. With the simple press of a button, this glove will smash the living daylights out of any unsuspecting sucker skull. The chump on the receiving
Because it had Lepro-C in it, Dari.
observe.
Alright.
Note the quality of our genuine synthetic leather.
I'm sure he has plenty more where these came from.
Hey, what the hell? Huh. That's weird. Huh. Well, that's weird. Grabbing the stars apparently crashed the game somehow. Or, well, not crash. I tried to, but like now I can no longer control. I wish I could check my inventory. The mouse is gone. The mouse cursor is completely gone. Are there any other alternative controls here? This is, this is unfortunate. You know, I tried to grab the stars like you said, and man, this is bad because I have not saved in a long, long time. Okay, hold on. Let's check here now. Okay, this is, okay, so you can turn off sound, dialogue, text. This is not good. Options, no. Help? About... Okay, that didn't help any. I got an idea. Nope, that didn't help. The weird part about this is that the save and load doesn't work anymore either, so I can't even do that. Oh, that's definitely not good. Okay, well, this is going to be a disastrous affair for me, I guess. Well, let's see if there's like some kind of an autosave going on here. Otherwise, I think I'm screwed. All right, well, let's see here now. Load a saved game. Oh no, there is an autosave. Okay, so we're doomed. Well, this is bad. Well, yeah, this is going to be difficult. I'm going to try to like redo a little bit then, and you know, the meantime, then I guess. All right.
Hi guys, I'm Drew Blank, and this is my friend. We're
Fortunately, I can skip dialogue apparently.
Actually, hi again, guys.
Look,
So,
okay, two bippity bip bip bippity ba, bip boo bippity ba. Ya da da da, diddly da, ya da diddly da, skiddly diddly dippity doo. Oops, that's our. It even. That's it. Here's. You don't know. Yours. Quick on two. Bippity bip bip bippity ba, bip boo bippity ba.
oh, Looks like the little fellow's dropped something. Too bad.
Skiddly diddly dippity doo!
Okay, well, in that case, at least get started on redoing everything then.
The door is locked. Do you think King Hugh wants us to stay out of there?
Heck no.
Ugh, God, this is bad.
Well, there's one problem.
I couldn't even.
And 1,110.
All right, so.
We open a secret passage.
I guess reorganizing your sock drawers can pay off after all.
Hey, Flux, go stand on that loose floorboard for a second, okay?
Sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Flux, you did it!
Wow, that was hard.
The leap?
The floor.
Huh? Huh? No.
Yes!
Oh dear. Ouch. Predictable. Huh? How inconvenient. That would do it.
Whoops. That's not good.
Typical. In Cutopia, even an Irish pub is about as rowdy as a tea.
Looks like the... Hi there.
Hello, and what so much?
Oh. Actually, I just... Thank... Maybe I'll give the barman's organ a try.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Oh, what the hell?
That was magic, by the way.
Ready for
Okay, so I have to do it the first time then.
Flux, go give that mousetrap a whack, would you?
Check. Take that, you Wesley rodent. Wait. Good one. I'm...
No mud. That ain't the part. Huh?
Okay, we'll save after we grab the mouse then. Okay, let's at least do Whackman again, I guess.
I will. That game is whack. You well. Practical.
Gotcha. Man, how do I win that so easily each time? It's weird.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, got that. Save again. Well, I certainly learned my lesson.
Hello, ladies. Actually,
take care.
Oh, right, I forgot to get the watering can. Like, I know that this is going into overtime, but I really want to get back to where I was earlier, so... I suppose you're right. Alright, and the fish. That's true. I also have to get the fish. Even though I'm still not at the point where I can use the fish.
looks like this is the one that got away. Whoops.
Don't take...
Perfect.
Okay, let's go get some fertilizer.
Yuck.
Look, Drew! It's...
Sorry, little, but it's... Looks like a gift.
Okay, so I can actually skip the videos too. Good. Alright, so... Okay. I don't feel so bad about using cheats at this point because I'm just trying to get it back to where I was. Let's see here now. So, right, left, left, right, left, right, left.
Hey, you got the clock to work.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. Literally changed right when I clicked on there. Okay, let's try to get the...
Great. What? And you? What? Exactly.
What's that?
Well done. Ow, it's coming.
Hi, guys. No.
Yeah, no, that's a smart idea. I probably will. Oh yeah, I need to do the, Okay, so go to the pub. Use the phone. You're right, and the corn. I'll grab the corn the next time I'm around there.
I wonder
then.
what number, color to dial.
Blue. Purple. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Orange.
Welcome to Acme's Not Everyone. It's easy. Just listen and then dial. Ready? Question 1. What color is Jim's fur?
Jim's fur is blue.
Question 2. What color are the fish tails?
Yellow.
Question 3. Besides white, what color?
Orange.
Question 4. What color fish?
Red.
Question 5. What color is...
Would be green.
And our final question is, on the Zany Do sign. Congratulations! You're...
Alright. I'll grab the corn this time.
I'm sure it wouldn't.
That path on the right is the way to whack me.
Say what?
We're back. Pleasure to see you again. You guys are regular.
Tell me about
More fun. More. It friend.
We should really be going.
Okay, remember.
I believe these whack me jumping beans prove that I'm a paying customer.
What help? We whack is. You, my. Congratulations. Let's. Or.
Hi, no.
Those things.
Where?
Bless you. North. And what?
It's been
Well.
The ice. The ice. Really? Huh, okay, well, fine then. I'll do that once I'm done here then.
Aha, like they always say. Is this what?
You my why I'm lactate. Oh. But okay.
The ice option was for talking.
We.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the thing is that God, that's disgusting to yeah, you're probably right. Okay, let's go back to Zany Doo then.
Hi guys.
Fine.
You're off.
Hey. Ain't spit anything. And you might turn it. Don't.
So,
But what?
we'd love to see a debit.
Right away, customers. Let me get. Turn it now with the
I'm sure he has plenty more where these came from.
Okay, that time it worked just fine. I don't know. That time it worked just fine. I'm a little bemused by that, honestly. All right, let's knock this out.
Almost everything. Hi there. Oh, you. Oh. You must.
Yeah.
Let's look. Swap.
Oh, gosh.
leaving so soon?
Come again.
So how does it feel to be in typical...
Okay, let's get some of that plant killer and,
Marge! Who needs fertilizer?
More!
okay, I just have a terrible idea.
More! Give it to me! That is useless! Does nobody understand the needs of a frustrated... More! Don't spare
Okay,
the rod!
fair enough. You can at least understand the logic I was going for there, though, right? Okay. Man, I'm redoing this in, like, record time.
Oopsie, I seem to have spilled wheat. True.
I think...
Whatever.
You know those stars that we got after Warp got his fucking head caved in? I tried using those on Marge just to see if it would work.
The first round was so good. Maybe I'll try seconds.
All right, let's get the bells then. Then we'll redo the stuff I did at the bakery, and then I think we'll call it a day.
If we don't stop Nefarious, someday all of Cutopia will look like this. If we don't stop... If we don't stop... If we don't stop...
Right, and the wine. Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
I'm Alice. We're back.
Wow.
Mind if I... No.
Now, beat. What? That.
Hey, this isn't Shapley. This says it's Captain Blowhard's prune wine.
Okay, we got the bells. Let's go to the bakery real quick.
Oops.
Excuse me. So I know.
don't I? No, that he I
Well, take
don't fit.
Thank There you go.
Boy.
Okay, I think we might be all caught up now, actually.
If we don't stop Nefarious, someday all of Cutopia will look like this.
It's fluffy fluff.
Maybe she's late.
Okay, and we got the bunny back. Okay, alright, let's take a look at the old inventory. I think we have everything that we had before.
Bells.
But, let's just put them into the cutifier before we call it a day, and then we'll call it a day.
Hi, boo.
But these three: feedback, goggles, and lug nut.
Oh, Nefarious's henchman. Bad news.
Exactly.
How's it?
Oh,
That is. So the new parts go in those compartments around the cutifier's deck?
Yes, that's right. When you've installed all the components, you simply press that big red button to run the machine. If there are any problems, the computer will let us know.
Salt and pepper. Ball and chain. And let's see, dagger, stripes, heart, bells. Okay. Alright, and I think we will call it here for the night. So, until next time, this has been Professor Icepick with Animaniac Mansion. I'll see you on Thursday.